All right, here we go. This is going to be a look at Lorne Armstrong. Oh, Cawd, Lorne Armstrong's police interrogation. Holy shit. Happy holidays, everybody. It is 10/18, October 18th, aka Lornemas, of course. As in, this is the day that Lorne's world came crashing down. Oh man, this is gonna be fun, I think. I don't know why I didn't do this like during my, I guess we'll call it my original run, quote unquote. But we'll do it right now. I know some people have asked, oh well, are you ever gonna redo the Lorne confrontation with Hansen? I don't think so, because that I consider that like the peak of this channel. That was genuine passion and just an enthusiasm that I just don't think I could match anymore these days. I guess is the way to call it. So we're gonna do his interrogation instead. And again, I don't know why I didn't do this in the past, but we're gonna do it right now. And of course, this is great. I mean, I think I'll always end up watching this and Lorne's segment on this holy day. Even last year when I wasn't watching TCAP, I still watched this. So it's gonna be there for the rest of my life, I think. This is particularly great, even though Lorne doesn't really. It's not really the most action-packed interrogation or anything, but there are still some good Lorneisms, and there's still a lot of things to like about this. And so let's just get the hell into it. But first, before we get into it, I have to make sure that the comment is still here. Is the comment still here? I'll be pissed if the comment is not here anymore. There it is. The best comment. The crying starts at 0. It better. I was like, it better still be there. And thankfully, it is still here. And it has the most likes. It better be the one that has the most likes. That's all I have to say. Yeah, this is great. Okay, so let's just get into it here. Lorne Armstrong, interrogation, and let's start it off with some beautiful Lorne Armstrong tears. Oh, poor Lorne. He's so sad. And first of all, they caught the wrong guy. This is just a box with some legs coming out of it. Guys, it's the wrong guy. They got the wrong guy. This has always annoyed me, like, that it's the only one that has the big box covering Lorne, even though, this would be the one that most people would rather not have the box, like, the most out of the Kentucky Preds, right? This would be the one that most people would say, oh, I wish we didn't have that box there. And then, of course, it is the one with the box. So, damn it. Fuck it all. But it's okay. But yeah, Lorne is just sobbing already. I mean, this is just incredible. His whole life. I've said it before, I think. But part of what makes TCAP, I think, so interesting is that, you really see people's lives turn in a split second. And for Lorne, I think this is just one of the most satisfying. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. The most satisfying examples of this, just because we have so much content about him, and I'm going to say it like Lorne, content. We have so much content about him. We have the monster, 407-page chat log, of course. We also have just so many phone calls that he made to the decoy, right? And so we know how much Lorne was looking forward to this and just how much this meant to him. And it all just in a split second, like less than an hour ago, I want to say it was. I don't know. Back in one of my times of my life, I would have synchronized, like at the exact moments I would watch, it go in the exact order to match the real life time frame of it. But not quite. Oh, and I just realized as well, 18. Isn't it 18 years since this? This is legal drinking age this year. Whoa, okay, wait, what am I trying to do? 2007. It's 18 years. This is legal age now. That is incredible. But, like, Lorne could successfully go after someone that was born on this day. That is, or could legally go after somebody that was born on this day. That is incredible. But my point was is that like I like at least an hour at least an hour ago, Lorne was still on cloud nine. You know, he was walking in, he was still happy. He was probably in his car singing and, you know, screaming Kayla, 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 and just getting so excited for it. And then it just, in a split second, his whole world is just crumbling, turned upside down. Not that his life was particularly great, but this was a particularly great moment, I think, in Lorne's life. Like, even without his 13-year-old girlfriend, he had a rough start in Nashville, but he was getting his feet off the ground. He was finally found a job that he claimed to like, and you know, he had a social life of some sort, at least, going to the karaoke bars in Nashville, probably singing way out of tune, but still thinking out of key, I guess. But still thinking that he was doing a good job, and you know, he had some semblance of a life, a dog, a buggy Mexican neighbor that kept asking him to use his phone, but he would soon turn into a, you know, soon make a certain, tell him to, oh, he'll be sorry that he ever did that because I'm going to be a famous country music star. He still had that mindset. And, you know, so things were going relatively well, generally speaking, for Lorne at this point. And he had a 13-year-old girlfriend. And, you know, his fantasies were coming true. And then just, again, just on his, this is just a long-winded way of saying just that on a spot, on a split second, Lorne's life changed forever. And literally forever. It's just great. I love it so much. So let's just get into it. I just wasted enough time as it is. And this is annoying because this video is only in one ear. The audio is only coming out of one headphone. It's always been an issue with this video. I would have fixed it if I wasn't so lazy, but I am lazy. And it's just great. Lorne is just... I don't know how long he sat here with his own thoughts here. I always like that one too. Fuck you, Lorne. God, I hate this guy so much. But I always wondered how long they let him stew with his thoughts here as well. And you can just imagine the train of thought that's running through Lorne's head right now. I mean, he just doesn't know what to think, and it's great. Oh, poor Lorne. I got caught. Oh, and here they come. Bomb, bomb, bomb. And just look at this monster stack of paper that he's got. I mean, look at all this. I've said it before, but man, just the amount of trees that have gone into that were killed to print off multiple copies of Lorne Armstrong's chat log. I mean, it is just such a waste of paper, man. I mean, it is just incredible, man. Look at that stack of paper, man. I understand your name is Lorne Armstrong. And I love this guy too. This guy is in the background. He reminds me of the dude. I don't know why, but he reminds me of the dude from the Big Lebowski. I don't know why. Like, there's no reason to. Maybe because he's wearing like a hideous bowling shirt, and he's kind of got like the longish hair. He's always reminded me of him. I don't know why. Maybe that's probably just me. But oh, I don't know why I shouldn't have this open still. Okay, that's okay. About why he looks like that. About why he reminds me of that. It's probably just me, but whatever. I understand your name is Lorne Armstrong.
I understand your name is Lorne Armstrong.
Oh. Whoa, man, that's an unfortunate name to have, isn't it? And there is another Lorne Armstrong, right? Like, whenever you Google Lorne Armstrong, sometimes you get some nonsense to pop up. Like, you get this guy, you've gotten, like, the old guy, Lorne Oliver, like, this poor guy, Lorne Oliver Armstrong was a fucking Canadian war hero who gets his name besmirched now by this guy. I don't know who this guy is, but apparently he's Lorne Armstrong. Like, you get some of these other results for people that unfortunately have the same name as Lorne. And, you know, it's just unfortunate. And then you get, like, and then you get all this other crap mixed in with it. Like, poor Lorne Armstrong from Canada gets his name besmirched. He's like 20 times the man, 100 times, a million, infinitely times the man that Lorne is. This Lorne is, and he gets his name besmirched from the Royal Canadian Air Force. I'm assuming he was in the World War II. Let's see. He was in. Let's see. He was in. We can go visit him if you're ever in Malta, Valletta. I don't know. It doesn't say what he did in the war, unless I'm just not reading it. Yeah, he died in action, I guess, in March 20th, 1943. Rest in peace, man. Again, this guy, great man by all accounts. Oh, well, who fucking knows, right? But my point is that, you know, this guy did much more great for the world, at least you would imagine. Oh, here it is, right here, yeah. Lorne Armstrong, airman missing. Toronto flying officer with the Royal Air Force was en route over Rommel's lines. That's interesting. My point here is that poor Lorne, this guy, you Google him and then you get a bunch of other, whoa, like what the hell's happening here? Oh man. It's all a mess, and it's all your fault, Lorne Armstrong. You had to go be a predator, you know?
Or did they get an ID off of you?
They got my wallet.
Got my wallet.
They got my wallet.
Stuff there.
That stuff there. And he looks into this bag, and he's got a fucking Boston hat in there. That is hard evidence, man. We need to save that at all costs. That is hard evidence.
Can you maybe loosen that left one up?
Can you maybe loosen that left one up? Lorne, and then Lorne is such a bitch. Asks him to take off the handcuffs. Like, come on, Lorne, stop being such a bitch. And they request it. They fulfill his request, which is annoying because Lorne doesn't deserve it. Okay. Lorne doesn't deserve it, and they do it anyway. I would have said, if you want your hands to not be so tight, you shouldn't have met a predator. You shouldn't have been a predator. You shouldn't have tried to meet a 13-year-old girl. That's what I would have said.
There you go.
Thank you. And Lord puts his hands right into his head. Oh, man, what a mess I've gotten myself into.
So we'll have a record of this. Just we'll have to get back in the room.
Awkward silence here. Shark, shark.
All right, Mr. Armstrong, I've turned the recorder on so that we'll have a record of our conversation here. What is your full name?
Lorne Armstrong.
Lorne Armstrong.
L-O-R-E-N?
L-O-R-N-E.
I love that too. The guy doesn't know how to spell his name. Doesn't know how to spell Lorne's name. Because why would you, man? Who's heard of a name? How many people knew of a person named Lorne before this? Like, obviously I found out about, you know, this guy, but also about Lorne Michaels, Lorne Green. Like, I found out about them from this shit, but I didn't know about them beforehand. I guess that's just me being out of touch. I don't know. Who is this guy? I've seen this guy before. Shane Gillis? I don't know. Okay, maybe I don't know who that is. That name is not familiar to me at all. But Shane Gillis, again, he's here. He's fucking fat ass. I don't know. But yeah, there's Lorne Michaels. There's Lorne Green. Is that all of the famous Lornes in the world? Probably. And Lorne is a Canadian name, which makes sense since Lorne's father is Canadian. Or was Canadian, I don't know. And they just kind of ran out of names, I assume. When you have like 5 or 6 children, you probably ran out of names at one point. And so they're probably just like, ah, fuck it, I love Lorne Green. Just name him Lorne. Oh, man, I don't know. But, Cawd, right? Western Bonanza and Battlestar Galactica. Okay, I know who he is, but I don't know anything about him. Okay, so fair enough. But yeah, how many other lords are there? Like famous lords? Not many.
Give a middle name or middle initial.
L.
L.
What's the L stand for?
Lynn.
Lynn.
Lord Lynn, and that makes. It doesn't exactly roll off the tongue very well. Lorne Lynn Armstrong. I don't know. It just doesn't, never sounded quite right to me. And again, that's because I think they just ran out of names again. And so they just named him kind of after the mother, Gwendolyn or Linda. And so they call him Lynn. Kind of unfortunate, but yeah, you know, not a great pairing of names there, in my opinion.
How tall are you?
5'8".
That's generous, by the way. I think that is pretty generous. I don't think Lorne is definitely not 5'8". There is that picture of him in prison. Shit. There are the photos of him in prison. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to fucking find it. I don't know. Why just? Oh, I know why it's here. Okay, there's an inside joke there about that. But there is the picture of him in prison standing behind the like lineup thing. And he definitely wasn't 5'8", is my point.
Your weight?
175.
175. How obese was Lorne? Let's look it up real quick. This is all over the place. I apologize. This is going to be all over the place. BMI calculator, 5'8", 175. Come on here, thing. All right, let's go. 5'8", 175. Let's take a look here. He is overweight. If you actually take his real height, which is probably closer to 5'5", so he's 26'6", it goes up to 29'1", which would be almost obese. And of course, you know, Lord is overinflating, undercounting his weight. I'm sure it's probably closer to like 190, which would be firmly obese. No, I'm kidding. He doesn't actually look obese, but he might actually count as obese. Maybe 5'5" isn't quite. Like if we call it 5'7", let's call it 5'7" and say 180. Right, you said 5'8", 175. Okay, he's pushing the definition of overweight. Lorne, you obese bastard. You're nearly obese bastard.
Brown hair. What color eyes?
Brown hair. Brown hair. No hair is what you should write.
Blue.
What's your home address, sir?
I think it's blurred out here. It was found at one point. It's like Nolensville Pike or something in Nashville. It's like not really even in Nashville. It's in like well, actually, I don't want to go to Google Maps because I'll fucking come up with my address. It's like on the outskirts of Nashville. It's not, heart of Nashville. As more shit gets blurred out here. And I think it was in apartment 13 as well, just to add irony to it. the cursed number for Lorne, unlucky 13 in many ways. As I keep talking about his address here, I guess I don't know what's taking so long. What's taking so long to get his address down? I hope my earbuds just didn't crap out and I'm just fucking missing shit. No, here it comes. What's your date of birth? And it has to say, today. Even worse, they caught me on my birthday. Lorne, when you turn 37, you gotta stop worrying so much about your birthday. It's fucking irrelevant at that point. It's irrelevant when you're past, like, 21, in my opinion, because that's it. That's the last milestone, right? If you're in the U.S., at least. 37 today. Like, Lord, and like in his appeals and shit like that too, he wrote that as a point of like a sympathy, try to get sympathy points in his quest to get his conviction overturned. He's like, they even caught me on my birthday. Like, Lorne, no one cares, dude. You're an idiot. But I wasn't like I wish this wasn't blurred so we could hear like if Big Dog commented on it at all. Like always like, oh man, happy birthday, sir.
And the zip code there where you live.
The zip code. They're meaningless.
And your social security number.
And his social security number. And it was blurred out. They don't have to blur out Lorne's social security number. Nobody wants to be him. Where are you employed? And his, I just started there about a week ago, building a gym for a church.
And what type of work do you do there?
I operate a lull.
I operate a lull. And poor Lorne, man. Well, not poor Lorne, of course not. But he tries to sound all more dignified than it actually is. And even when he talks to Kayla on the phone, it's like, I was on the lull all day. And of course, she doesn't know what that is. And so he's like trying to describe it. And then in the end, he just goes, it's like a forklift. And, it kind of pains him to say that at the end, that he's just basically a glorified forklift operator. And so he tries to sound. He always tries to make things sound more dignified than it is. He's a lull operator instead of just a forklift operator. Instead of driving a forklift, he's a forklift operator. And lull isn't actually the name of the machine, isn't it? Isn't it just like the company lull? Machine. Here it is. Isn't it just like I always thought it was just the name of the brand because it just has a lull on the side here, but I guess not. I don't know. I'm not into this crap. But yeah, it's basically a glorified forklift. Like it's probably the lowest job on the site, and Lord just keeps bragging about it. Like, yeah, my boss asked me if I wanted to just work for him. Like, they would never do that on your first day, and number one. Number two, they wouldn't give that offer to a guy who's just on the fucking lull all day, basically doing nothing, right? Like, this has to be the lowest job on the site, right? I imagine. I don't know anything about construction, but I know enough to know that this guy probably isn't very important.
Lull. L-U.
L-U-L-L.
L-E-U-L-L.
L-U.
L-U-L-L.
I get this some type of machine.
I love it too. Lorne worked like 10-hour days in advance of this, so that way he wouldn't have to work the next day on Friday. So I like to imagine Lorne just in that hot sun all day. I don't know how hot it was. What was the weather like? Let's look it up real quick as I keep rambling here. Weather in what the fuck am I looking up? Weather in Nashville historical. Can I like find it in any day? Can I like do that? Is that possible? Let's find out. Yeah, I can. Look at that. 2007. Let's take a look. I like to imagine Lorne just in the hot sun all day. And, he's working his ass off to get, his 40 hours in. So that way he could take the day off and just fuck his 13-year-old girlfriend for the weekend. And, but no, it looked like it wasn't super hot, at least. Like, it's peaked at 79 degrees. But who knows? He probably had the high humidity. Let's take a look at the weekly totals here. Like 82 is the max. You don't know. It could have been high humidity. I don't know. It's always very hot in Nashville, I'm sure. But yeah, it really just goes to show how much Lorne had this planned out. Like, he didn't want to waste any time if he didn't have to. He wanted to fuck her from Thursday through Sunday.
For travel, I believe you were in a truck.
Dodge Ram.
What were you driving?
Dodge 1500.
Dodge Ram.
What year is that?
1500.
99.
99.
Dodge Ram.
I wonder where that car is now. It's probably been, it's probably been scrapped, I'm sure, by now, but... Like, did somebody end up with that truck? I hope so. I hope it was a TCAP fan.
And what color is it?
White with gray on the
White
bottom.
with gray on the bottom.
Mr. Armstrong, before we ask any questions, you're trying to talk to me.
Lorne gets a good sob here, if I
I need
recall
to advise
correctly.
you of a statement of your rights so that you understand those. Has anybody read you your rights
I'm
yet?
not a criminal.
All right. Before we ask any questions, you should know your rights. You may remain silent. Anything that you say may be used against you in a court or in any other proceedings. You have the right to consult an attorney before you make any statement or answer any questions.
I'm a good, honest boy. They shouldn't rereading these rights to me. I'm a good, honest boy. I'm not a criminal.
Attorney with you during the questioning. You may request the court to appoint an attorney for you if you cannot afford to hire one. You may stop the questioning at any time by refusing to answer any further questions or by requesting consultation with your attorney.
And that's what annoys me too about Lorne. Like, Lorne always talks about how he got a bad deal. His attorney screwed him over. His attorney did actually so much good for Lorne, and he doesn't even realize it. They were good. They could have thrown him in prison for well over a decade, I'm pretty sure. And he got them to negotiate it down to 5, which I think is pretty good work by the public attorney who is probably swamped in cases, right? Like, underpaid, overworked, and he's going to try and fight for this guy, and then Lorne has the nerve to say, oh, they screwed me over. Like, Lorne, you screwed yourself. Basically, Lorne, you screwed yourself. Not even with all the 407 pages of chat log and showing up and everything, but Lorne confesses in this. Like, he confesses to everything, and he still has the nerve to say, oh, I was innocent, I did nothing wrong. If you didn't say anything here, Lorne, maybe you could have gotten off, maybe you could have got, maybe you would have a case, but by basically admitting everything here in 21 minutes, you hung yourself. You have no right to complain about anything just because, oh, people have gotten, I got to do 5 years, but other people only had to do 2. Like, shut up, Lorne. Like, you're a fucking idiot.
If you agree to talk to us here and I ask you something that you don't want to answer, you don't have to. But now's your opportunity to try to help yourself.
Try to help yourself.
You
Yeah, I'm
understand
sure.
those rights that I've explained to you? Yes.
Yes. And again, I've said it before, but why would you ever sign away your rights? Like, you think you can talk your way out of it here? But, I mean, we're thankful, of course, that it happened. But, like, it doesn't make any sense.
Mr. Armstrong, if you would, right here. Says that I'll explain those rights to you and that you understand.
I always like it, too, when you can see his bald head popping out over the box.
If you want to talk to us and try to get this mess straightened out as it can be tonight,
Am I going to jail tonight?
the bottom part here says, having the above statement of my rights read and explained to me and fully understanding them, I hereby waive these rights at such and such time on the date. I do this freely and voluntarily without threat or promise. Would you like to talk to us and see what's going on
Am I
here?
going to jail
Try to
tonight?
get to the bottom of this.
Am I gonna go to jail tonight?
Yes, sir, I won't lie to you. That's one thing I won't do.
And then he hands him the fucking tissues. Oh, that's so great, Lord. And that's when the sobs really come out, Lord.
Yes, sir, I won't lie to you. That's one thing I won't do.
Again, I wonder what is going through Lorne's head, because if I was in this situation, I'd be thinking about, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to get somebody to take care of my cat, feed my cat, and of course he's miles away from where he lives, right? Like, he's in Bowling Green to Nashville, or I should have it the other way around, but whatever. He's at least 2.5 hours. What the? What? Google, what is wrong with you, Google? I typed in Bowling Green to Nashville, and it comes up with this. Nashville Underground. Is that like a subway station? Like, go fuck yourself. Now you make me type it in again. Bowling Green, New York. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Bowling Green, New York. Stupid ass thing. Like, have some sense. Okay, he's 65 miles away, 66 miles away, more or less, right? You're gonna have to inconvenience somebody to. Oh man, somebody's gonna have to get my, cats. Oh god, what a disaster this is gonna be. But is Lorne actually thinking about that in the back of his mind? He's only thinking about himself. He's only sorry that he's gotten caught. He's only sorry that, you know, the Kayla isn't real. He's only sorry that he got exposed, right? He's only crying about that. I don't think for a second he thought about the dog that he had, even though he'll claim, and you know, he always claimed later on, like, oh man, didn't he claim, he had some bizarre claim that, like, he wanted, like, there was some bizarre claim. As my mic fucking falls over, Jesus Christ. He made some bizarre claim at one point. I can't remember specifically what it was, but he's like, I had the option for somebody to go and bail me out or get the dog, and I chose the dog over it. Like, no, you didn't, Lorne. That is a fake story. I 100% guarantee. That's not what it was. It was something ridiculous like that, though. Something that just make him look much better than he is.
I will give you that much courtesy that
I always love that too. That's what Lord. That's injection. He lets out a little mini Cawd right here. A dejected Cawd.
I'll give you that much courtesy that I don't lie to you, and I would expect the same courtesy in return.
One of the one that came with Aaron.
Not lie to me.
How long am I going to be there?
Oh,
Well,
that's a great question, Lorne.
Would you like to talk to us?
Because it makes it even better because Lorne actually deserves it. I think all of the Kentucky 7 deserved it. Absolutely. I mean, all of the guys deserved it, right? All of the guys in TCAP deserve it. But these guys deserved it, I think, a little bit more than some of the others, right? They were all awful people who I hated. Not a single likable Predator. Maybe Richard Watwood, a little bit. You know, he's the most likable of the Predators here. But, you know, they were not able to bail out. They had cash. You needed cash money only to bail out in Kentucky at this point in time. And that is, I think that's great. You know, it's poetic justice here. Not for the guys who are on, you know, the criminals who are getting for other minor stuff. You know, fuck, that's a different conversation. But for the guys like this, like the guys like Dustin McFetridge, like John Wesley Elliott, on and on, poetic justice, because none of them were able to bail out, and they had to sit there. In Lorne's case, like, this would drive me absolutely crazy, and this is why I could never commit crimes. Like, just knowing that I could like, the 2 hours ago was the last free moment for the next 5 years. That would drive me fucking crazy. I would not be able to cope with that. And it's great, because Lorne was in this limbo. He's like, oh man, am I getting out any day now? And nope, he was actually there for over 5 years from this point on, and that is just really incredible. Lorne was from this point on, for the next 5+ years, Lorne was in custody, and that is great. That is hilarious. Fuck you, Lorne. You deserved it.
Straightened out as much as possible.
I'd like to know why I was stupid to do that.
Stupid to do that. Yeah, that's the story of Lorne Armstrong's life. If there was a book written about Lorne Armstrong's life, that would be the title. Stupid to do that. The Lorne Armstrong story. Either that or stupid move. The Lorne Armstrong story. That's a great, those 4 words, stupid to do that. Those 4 words summarize Lorne's life better than anything.
Like I say, if
I'd like to want to know why the cameras were there. I've never
had anything on my record sites. No, you why? Lorne brushes that off like it's nothing. Again, another instance of Lorne not realizing how fucking fortunate he was. Right? He got an OUI, but I don't know how. He fucking crashed into someone's house while drunk. I was hoping the picture would pop up here. It's not going to, though. But he crashed into somebody's house while drunk. And he just got a slap on the wrist, an OUI. He doesn't realize how fortunate he was for that. But, I don't know why this is here. That's just funny. But, you know, he doesn't realize how fucking fortunate he is that he only got a slap on the wrist with an OUI for that. And then he always claims that, oh, he's the victim. I'm the victim of everything. Shut up, Lorne. Go fuck yourself. I hate you. Yeah, there he is. All of his glory. That's funny. I don't know if I've seen that before. That's pretty funny. Baloney. But and then again, just showing off. And then again, in Lorne's stupid head, he thinks that this sting was set up just to catch him. Like, oh, this guy's a scumbag. What does he have on his record? An OUI? Oh, let's get him. Like, no, Lorne, you're not. You're so narcissistic here. You think the whole world revolves around you, and they're pulling out all the stops here. They're bringing in Dateline NBC to fucking just catch you, dude. Like, you're not that special, Lorne.
Well, as the gentleman explained to you out there at the house, Dateline runs a series called To Catch a Predator. It's Chris Hansen from...
And Lorne cries a bit more when the word predator comes out. Oh, man. And they did big dog lies here. They didn't actually... Chris Hansen did not say that at the house. The power of the... Oh, Cawd caused him to get cut off. He cut Chris Hansen off. Hansen did not finish his sentence and tell him that he was on To Catch a Predator on Dateline. So this is all news to Lorne right here.
BC News. And this is a sting operation to catch people that chat on the internet with an underage female and solicit sex.
I never even meant to.
I never even meant to do it. Oh, that is my favorite line. That is one of my favorite lines in probably all of TCAPdom. I never even meant to do it. Like, because it is so ridiculous. All you have to do is go to a page, a random page in Lorne's chat log, read it for 30 seconds, and then you'll get the, you'll see very quickly that he did in fact mean to do it. Like, that is it. That's all you have to do. But Lorne is just like, I never even meant to do it. I thought, again, also, Lorne, I thought you didn't do anything. I thought you were victimized here, I thought you didn't do anything. I thought it was all everybody else's fault. I thought you didn't do anything. Like he even claimed at one point that the car drove himself. The car drove itself. He didn't want to drive there. The car drove itself there. So come on, Lorne. I thought you didn't do anything. This is all just, victim of circumstance.
Again, we're a little bit handicapped here.
And I always wanted to hear like somebody on the stand for a serious crime or something, like not related to TCAP, but like somebody on trial on the stand for a very serious crime, murdering 3 people and murdering his family, murdering his children, whatever, on the stand and just saying, I never even meant to do it. I would piss laughing if somebody said, if somebody on the stand, on the trial, said something like that. I never even meant to do it. I would die laughing.
Unless,
and Lorne is just sobbing. Lorne is an emotional wreck
we're
here.
a little bit handicapped here unless...
What is happening outside? Like somebody's like hammering something or something outside. It's so fucking annoying. Shut up. I think it woke my cat up.
We'll sit here and talk with you as long as you want to, once you understand your rights and...
Doesn't even say anything. They're just going.
If you understand those and you want to talk to us, if you would just sign right there. And like I say, if I ask you something that you don't want to answer, you don't have to.
And Lorne's like, oh, sounds like a good offer.
And the other thing was, understand that you said when you first arrived at the house that you have some condoms in your truck.
Yeah. Again, he admits to it right there that he had condoms in the truck.
To go to your truck and look in that and recover the condoms. Do you have any other contraband in there, a weapon, anything else?
No.
No.
Does that sound reasonable that you would give us a consent to get those?
How much is it gonna hurt me when I do that?
And Lorne, the fact that you have to ask that question means that you probably shouldn't go ahead with it. But then Lorne, in all of his infinite wisdom here, will just say,
Yeah, you can have
yeah, you can have them. Like, what an idiot. You ask them, oh, well, how much is that going to hurt me if I do that? And then the guy just gives you, like, a blank stare, like, dude, I don't, obviously, like, I can't say it's going to hurt you because that would mean you're not going to sign it. But, I mean, we all know, me, you, and this guy, we both know that this is going to hurt you. But then Lorne says, yeah, you can have it. Yeah, you can have it. What an idiot. Not that it needs to be said again, but, like, seriously, what an idiot. Oh, it's lovely. I love it.
Can I get a drink of water?
Can I get a drink of water? Lorne, you're such a bitch asking for water. Like, shut up. I always thought it was funny, too, that Lorne had to ask for the water. as opposed to all the other predators who had it brought in for them. Lorne had to ask for it. Even in John Wesley Elliott's case, he got a can of Sprite. Lukewarm Sprite, I believe, but still, better than water, I'm sure, for his fat ass. I say that as I go and drink from my cup of water. I make fun of Lorne for being a bitch and asking for water, but then I just took a swig as well.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe I even... Ooh. And you can see Lorne's really fucked up elbow here. I don't know what the hell is wrong with his elbow. It pops out here. It looks like he's got like tennis elbow or something. I don't know. But like he's got like a deformed elbow. Is that the arm? He might have... I think he broke his arm actually. And that might have been the arm that got broken. I don't know. And he just never fucking healed properly, or I don't know. I know way too much about Lorne. Like, even after not really interacting with this for over a year, I still, like, it's just permanent long-term memory for me for some godforsaken reason. Like, I won't be able to forget this because it's super important. I can't remember a bunch of other shit that's important, but I remember this crap. Like, make it make sense.
Vehicle located at the Bowling Green Police Department, and more particularly described as follows. It's a 1999 Dodge Ram 1500.
Sorry.
White with gray bottom.
White with gray on the bottom. I love this too because it makes me get to speak in Lorne's stupid accent the whole video. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna bring you some water. I don't even have any ready for him. They're like, I hope he went into the bag and said, "I had a fucking pedo wants some water. Can we? Yeah, I guess we gotta give it to him." And they're like, "Oh fuck." They gotta probably trying to see if they can spike it or something.
My name is Ken Gillingham. I'm an agent with the Kentucky Bureau of Investigation, and to the Warren County Sheriff's Office.
I'm detective again. The Warren County Sheriff's Office.
I never got his name. Like I could never make out what his name was. But I always wondered, like, this guy, he works for the county, Warren County, and then they have to defer to the KBI guys here. And it's just like, I always wondered if there was, like, some sort of, tension or beef between the two of them because, like, oh, man, you're coming into my territory here, and I'm reduced to playing second fiddle in my own jurisdiction here. I'm sure, I don't know, I'm just making shit up, but, I always wondered about that. We haven't even gotten into, like, the proper interrogation yet, either, which is incredible because we're 42 minutes in already.
Says I grant this consent.
These just fly by when I do these, like, I don't intend for these to be so long, and they don't feel like I've been sitting here for 42 minutes yet. But that's how it goes.
I have a right to refuse to consent, and I voluntarily give up that right. I know that the agent does not have a search warrant. I have not been threatened or coerced in any way, nor have I been promised any favor or benefit. I've read this consent form or had it read to me, and I understand it. The date is October 18th.
And Lorne cries. Lorne gives out a nice little sob there as well when the date gets... Again, such an... what the fuck is the word I'm looking for? Egomaniac that, just even the mention of his holy birthday, the day he turned 37... is enough to set him off here. Like, again, just putting salt in the wounds here that I got arrested on my birthday.
Now, 9:18 p.m.
He's so off. Why is his clock so off? He said 9:18, but it's 21:11. I think I don't know whose clock is faster or off. I think here comes the water, right? Maybe not. Yeah, here it comes. He's just, like, again, like, he's reduced to getting water for the fucking predators. Like, he's like, this used to be my interrogation room. Now I'm here playing second fiddle, getting water for predators. God damn it, what happened to my life? And poor Lorne, he thought he was getting his dick sucked at this very moment. But nope. Obviously not. And again, I want to point out one more thing here. I think I've said this all before as we get into the interrogation here, but Lorne is... Look at the way Lorne's dressed here. I mean, it's just because, like, he's wearing a plain t-shirt, shorts, athletic shorts, some sort of, like, disgustingly looking shoes. You can actually see them in the HD segment a bit better. Let me see. Where is it? Where is it on my fucking thing here? Lorne Armstrong, the HD segment. This was bizarre the first time I saw. Like, it was like looking at it for the first time. But yeah, you can see his disgusting, gross shoes here, and just his overall attire. The Cawd in HD was the first time I saw a Cawd in HD. My God, I was over the moon. Oh God.
I'm Chris Hansen, but Daylight NBC, and we're doing a story on
Cawd.
Now you're free to walk out of
I
this
always
house
thought
right
it was
now.
funny. Get to see him. He was always bitching about Kayla and making sure Kayla was gonna wear, you know, what Kayla was gonna wear. Oh, you gotta look pretty for me. I'm Lorne Armstrong. But then he shows up looking like a hillbilly, like a redneck, and you know, with these god awful shoes. Like, what are these? But and so, you know, he made fun of it. He was like, "Oh man, Kayla, you better be wearing exactly what I tell you to wear," even though she didn't. And then he didn't question it afterwards, like a fucking bitch. But and then he shows up looking like this. I always thought that was funny. Like, Lorne, what are you doing, man? Where am I going? Right here.
Why are we here?
Why are we here tonight? And he leaves it open, too open-ended. I think this guy's approach, it's always been a big debate within the TCAP community. Would a different interrogator have gotten more out of Lorne? I think it's possible, but I'm going to lean no. I don't think Lorne wants to, like, we'll see it once it gets into the heavy with his nude pictures get brought up. Lorne shuts it down. I think he would have shut it down regardless, no matter the interrogator. But it would have been a nice, you know, a thought experiment. It would be a nice, you know, alternate reality to see what would happen if, like, a woman interrogator did this. Catherine Reed did this. It would have been interesting to see, but I don't think Lorne would have given up too much, regardless of interrogator here. But I don't think Big Dog was the right pair for Lorne. I don't know. I don't think so anyway. I think I think Catherine Reed would have done a better job of at least extending this a little bit more, but I don't think he would have gotten everything. But yeah, his straight shooter approach I don't think would have worked too well with. It didn't work too well with Lorne and the dude. I mean, I would like to just see the dude interact with Lorne just to see how awkward it would be, because the dude and Lorne are like complete opposites of the spectrum. You have the dude, Dudinsky, of course, who's a, you know, a 10 out of 10, perfect charisma, you know, very charming, very likable, and Lorne on the opposite end, who's just ugh.
Because I was on the internet with a girl.
I was on the internet with the girl, and Lorne, he's again.
Call the girl's name. Well, she went by in the chat.
Kayla
Moore, and he says it with a bit of contempt. She sold me out, that fucking bitch. She sold me out to the cops. God damn it, Kayla, because he still thought Kayla was real. Well, after this, it wasn't until the other Preds started coming in, you know, throughout the weekend that Lorne realized, oh, maybe this was a sting. maybe none of them were real, and you know, so I always thought that was funny. Like, the whole time he thinks that, at least I imagine he thinks that Kayla sold him out, that Dr. Moore got a hold of the chat logs and forced it out of her or something. Either way, Kayla sold him out somehow. And he kind of says it with a bit of resentment in his face, in his voice. Kayla Moore, that bitch. And he still refers to her as Kayla Moore, even though, like, it's just funny that he refers to her as her full name, you know. 13, again, admits it right there. He was on the internet with a 13-year-old girl. He admits it. He admits to everything in like 4 questions here. But then he asks for a lawyer.
When did you first start chatting with her?
About a month ago.
About a month ago. Lorne, you know the date. I bet Lorne didn't even memorize just the first date. He probably even memorized the first minute and the second, down to the second of when he first messaged Kayla. right? He probably, oh, this is gonna go down in the scrapbook for when we get married. The first picture, the first meeting. Hi, ASL, please, from Lorne at whatever time it was.
I told you it was around September 17th, according to the chat logs that I have here in front of me. Would that sound about right?
Yeah. Yep.
And what did you chat with Kayla about?
Uh-oh. And he's just gonna sit there in silence, like, Lorne, speak up. And he's just gonna keep, like, he's just staring at him, like the big dog here is just staring at him with that. I'm sure he's giving him like a death glare.
Content.
Yes.
Yes, again, hangs himself there. Second question. Second time he hangs himself. Were they sexual in nature? Yes.
Were they very explicit?
Were they very
Sexual
explicit?
nature?
That's the third big question. And again, it glares at him like, come on, dude, answer the fucking question. He's just sitting there in silence. We're playing the quiet game here. Come on.
Did they get very explicit, Mr. Armstrong?
And Lorne's like, maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
Very frank with what you would like to do to
What
her?
you would like to do to her.
I see you nodding your head yes.
Yes.
Yes. And again, he hangs himself another time. That's the third time. He's hung himself in like a minute. And Lorne's like, I didn't do anything. I would have gotten off with a better lawyer. Like, no, you hung yourself right here, Lorne. Nothing you could have done afterwards would have helped you in any single way.
Transmitted quite a few photographs.
I think Lorne's just really embarrassed that some other guy, this fucking guy, has got his dick pics. He's got his pictures of him naked here, and Lorne's too modest about it. I only want 13-year-old girls to see them, not middle-aged men. Hanson had them, now this guy's got them. Everyone see me naked except for the one that I want to. And again,
Recognize these photographs,
uh-oh.
Mr. Armstrong. Is that you in the photographs?
I never sent her photographs of me.
That's always great. Like Lorne, just like a Hail Mary attempts here, trying to say like, "Oh, I never sent her photographs of me," as if that's going to make him look any better. Like, yeah, obviously there's screen grabs, there's screenshots. They're still you though, aren't they? Like you're getting hung up on a technicality here, like a semantics. Like Lorne's trying. This is like Lorne's great legal play here. His great lawyer, his great lawyerings. If you're Always Sunny reference, his great lawyerings right here. He's going to try and pull off the technicality here. Like, oh man, they're not photographs. I'm out. I'm done.
I never sent her photographs of me.
I never sent her photographs of me.
Who are these photographs of?
They're from a webcam. She only ever see me on cam.
I believe when you were out at the house, you identified these as your photographs.
Ew. Oops. Oops, did I do that?
No, she's only seen me on cam.
She's only ever seen me on cam.
This was from your webcam
I never sent her
that you
photographs.
transmitted.
Yes.
Yes. And again, he admits it right there. Yes. Again, Lorne hung himself on everything that he needed to hang himself on right here. Everything else after this is just, trying to get him to do more. But Lorne hung himself. He did everything. He answered all four of those questions, all the questions, and he admitted it. He admitted to everything. But no, he's going to say, oh, man, I didn't do anything. Like, shut up, Lorne. Fuck off.
For you on your webcam. Is that correct?
And now he's going to get all... Now his tongue's tied. Oh, man, they didn't buy my little spiel there. It still is me on them. I can't lie to them. His head is, neurons firing back and back and back. And, he's just... and we'll do it again for you there. We'll do. He's going back and forth. His brain is racing, just with too much going through his stupid head. He can't comprehend anything that is happening, and so he's just gonna sit there in silence and then just go, "I'd like an attorney. I'd like an attorney."
Armstrong, we need you to talk to us if we're going to get any of this settled.
I'd like an attorney.
I'd like an attorney.
You'd like an attorney?
All right.
All All right, sir.
Thanks for wasting our time, Lorne. Like, seriously, the guy had all this preamble here, and the interrogation itself only lasted, like, less than 2 minutes or something. Like, how long? 16 minutes?
Did they get very explicit?
No, a bit longer than that, like 14 minutes.
Well, she went by in the chats.
Yeah, like around 14 minutes is when it started. 14:30 maybe.
Mr. Armstrong, why are we here?
Yeah, so 14:36 is when it starts, and it ends by what was it, 17 something? I'd like an attorney.
Right, sir.
Yeah, so it ended by like less than 3 minutes. Like 3 minutes long is the interrogation. But it was still long enough for Lorne to admit to everything. Everything else after that would have just been, you know, more fuel to the fire. But it's not like they don't have a 407-page chat log and so many nude pictures of you, Lorne, that they didn't have enough to hang you anyway.
The time is now 9:23 p.m. Mr. Armstrong has invoked his right and requested to consult with an attorney. The recorder will be going off.
And there it goes. Ba-doop. And there's one more funny moment here. This guy provided another funny moment.
Mr. Armstrong, you have to hang with us for a little while longer. We got some paperwork to fill out, okay?
Okay. And this guy like just looks like, why is this guy? I always thought this was funny too, but like it's a bit bizarre. Like this guy just looks at him with such contempt. I don't know if he read the chat log, the whole chat log, and he's just like, man, fuck you, dude. You're a piece of work. And he just looks at him and just turns away. Like I thought that was always interesting. Always thought that was interesting. And there he goes, bomb, bomb, bomb. Now we get to sit here with Lorne and hear him sob for another 2 minutes or so. It's great. And then Lorne just goes back to feeling sorry for himself. Now I'm really sad. I'm going to jail tonight. I can't believe it. I'm a good country boy. I don't deserve this. Oh, man. We'll watch the rest of this. Why not? But I'll also cue up the next part, which is when I want to see Travis Fowler's interrogation, because they do talk about Lorne at the end of that. Cawd. Cawd, he says again. He pulls another Cawd. Cawd. Another mini Cawd right there. He's all cawded out. But in Travis Fowler's interrogation, they come back in and they talk about Lorne at the end, which is always funny. I'd love to see what Lorne's reaction to that would have been. But we'll get to that in due time, of course. We'll just listen to Lorne's sobs for another minute or so. And you can hear like another like conversations going on outside. I think they're talking to Travis Fowler next door. You can hear Catherine Reed's voice, I believe. And then you can see, I always like it's funny, Lorne's head pops out. It's just good to see just how ugly he is. Like, just, dude, hide behind the box. Like, dude, it's much better, much better look. It's a much better look for you. Yeah, you can hear Catherine Reed in the background, assumingly talking to Travis. Oh, poor Lord. Oh, my life is over. I was having such a productive 37 years before this. I was having such a great life before this. And that was just over. Oh, let me enjoy this water for a little bit. I need my water. I'm an organism. I'm a living thing. I'm a human being. I need my water. And it just abruptly ends. And I always thought it was funny too. He looks back towards the door like, okay, are we going to move on here or what? Fucking Lord turns to the door. I don't want to go out there, man. And then it ends. Bomb, bomb, bomb. And that's it. I got it on about an hour. Man, it took me about an hour to get through the whole thing. But of course, we're not done yet. One more thing to do here. Travis Fowler interrogation. It's in part 2. I need to find part 2. Here it is. Poor Travis. Oh, what a great night to start off this thing. They fucking have Lorne and this guy, man. Come on. I hope they got paid overtime, these cops, man. Well compensated to do this. But yeah, at the end here, they talk about Lorne. It's funny.
Alright.
It's great to see Catherine Reed again. It's been too long since I've watched the Dustin interrogation. And I have to piss, so I kind of need this to hurry the hell up. But here he comes. Oh, I always wanted to see how Lorne. I always wanted to see what Lorne would have been like if they. What Lorne's reaction would have been to this if he could have known that they were talking about him in here.
Interview statement of Travis Fowler. Time is
21:47.
got one on there about now.
I started talking and then he decided he wanted a lawyer.
Oh yeah?
But, I mean,
You're hot too, aren't you? Your face is beat red.
it's hot up here.
It's hot up here.
He admitted, I showed him some pictures. He
I don't know why he's like whispering. Like he's just like, oh, I don't know if he can hear me or not.
admitted, it's hot up here. But yeah, he admitted, I showed him some pictures. He admitted he transmitted those to the board. He's toast.
He's toast. That's a good way to put it. He's toast. And Lorne wasted how much resources did Lorne waste trying to fight this? Like he fought his conviction, he fought his he sued NBC, he sued everybody for fuck's sake, trying to waste everyone's time with this. Couldn't just admit that he was wrong. Like, dude, you're toast. They put it as simple as that. You're toast, bro. But yeah, that's funny. Then here comes Travis again. Oh man, and boy, so many bald people, man. Come on. But yeah, that's great. And I think that's finally the fucking end. Oh my god, the lull machine, Lorne Armstrong himself. Let's just watch it one more. Let's get one more good look at him here to sign off. But in the end, he fucking, you know, I haven't been following the Lorne saga as it exists anymore. But apparently, he has a fucking kid. He got what he kind of wanted in the end. He got a younger than him, a younger woman, to bear a fucking child for him for some godforsaken reason. And, you know, I mean, he got what he wanted in the end, so it all worked out. 18 years later, it all worked out, question mark. I don't know, but yeah, Lorne's a fucking piece of shit. I hate him, of course, and I also hate this guy, Dustin McFetridge. I like to hold you and kiss you. Fuck you, Dustin. Fuck you, Lorne, and fuck this guy. No, not really, but seriously, but seriously, fuck this guy. Okay, that's gonna do it. Hope you guys did enjoy it. An hour long, hour and 3 minutes. Jesus Christ, I didn't think it was going to take that long, but that's usually how these things go. Yeah, so I hope you guys did enjoy. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.